and welcome to the Nerdgasm Podcast, the podcast where we talk about things that are nerdy and things that are naughty. I am the Dave Seville, known as Merlin Sensei. Of course, with me, I have my son Theodore, known as the 12-sided guy. I, of course, have my son Simon, known as Switch Riggs. And, of course, I have my son Alvin. Alvin?
Alvin!
Oh, okay.
Alvin,
Yes.
Simon, Theodore.
Theodore. Do,
Yep.
do, do,
That
do,
was
do.
creepy.
Slightly. Seems there's a cryptid in Moo's house.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cryptid.
This is-
Who was? I
does-
didn't even see who it was.
There was somebody. We'll
Was
blur
it
them
Dress
out,
Flex?
though.
Or was
Again,
it? Oh,
or
was it
some-
no
Blue?
idea.
It wasn't a blur out person.
Or something.
It was
Ugh.
Gumpy.
God damn it! All right,
Yes.
so I apologize, friends and listeners. We are running a little late this evening, so this podcast may run a little short because I have grown up shit to do in the morning, and I had a little bit of a nervous breakdown this evening. And self-care is important, as I was reminded. And so Dress Blacks took me to go have a drink and calm down, and we stumbled into bar trivia, and we got stuck there. We got second place though.
There you go.
So
Didn't even win after all that.
no, we got second place, which was a $10 gift card, which was nice. So
I
It was-
guess it'll do.
Better than nothing.
yeah,
Cool.
it paid for like our drinks, so that
Uh,
was nice.
all right. So since we are running a little bit behind schedule, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, we have not had a chance to check in with everyone beforehand, but let's go ahead and do so now. I know that Switch is going to go ahead and have some games for us. I'm assuming.
I got
Moo's
two
probably-
to talk about. Or no, one.
Two talk-
One that is for
One?
all of us here. There are
Okay.
there are others, but it's one that everyone else will be excited for, I think.
Okay, wonderful. So we'll look forward to that. We'll go ahead and hit that in just a little bit, if you all give us some time. Moo doesn't shut the fuck up, so of course she's gonna have some stuff to say. More than likely. I've got, of course, something to talk about, as well as my usual chipper self when referring to Pokemon Unite, which I think I'll go
What?
ahead and talk about after Switch talks about his games. 12, you got anything for us this week? I saw you posted something interesting right before. You want to talk about
Oh, yes. With I always I feel terrible for mispronouncing her name, too.
that?
It's,
Nichelle?
it's that first N that throws me every, because I want to say Michelle.
Right.
Nichelle Nichols, her son has donated her body
Well,
get-
some
and
of her
she's-
ashes.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Not
all of
the
it.
body was turned into ashes. Yeah. And she's being launched into space to rest among the stars, as it were.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So,
Along with, some of the
Godspeed.
ashes of Gene Roddenberry and other Star Trek alumni, I believe.
Is she going
Yeah,
up with? Is she going up with the moon launch stuff or something else?
Oh, it's said here
On
in
board
the
a rocket
article-
named the Vulcan.
Okay.
Aw,
There-
how fitting.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful.
Because yeah,
for-
by the time probably
for-
most
for
of us
the-
heard this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. For the youngins in our audience, Uhura from the original Star Trek, for those of
The
you that might not know.
original Star Trek with William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, DeForest Kelly.
And I
among
believe
others.
also the first biracial kiss on screen on
Yeah,
television.
Like
That's correct.
Yes and
that's
no.
the thing. Gene Roddenberry pushed a lot of limits theoretically because Star Trek is based in the future when race is supposed to not be an issue. You know what I mean? So
And when I say yes and
And-
no to it, real quick, it's the first television kiss,
Ah.
not. And there was like 2 movie kisses ahead of it, but
okay.
yes,
That makes
television kiss, 100%.
Well, and it actually also sort of depends on no, not technically. Because if you're talking interracial kiss, the first one's actually I Love Lucy.
Mhm.
Oh, right, because Ricky
Desi
Ricardo,
Arnaz is-
Desi Arnaz
yeah.
is
It's Hispanic.
Hispanic.
Yeah.
He plays
His-
Bono.
If we want to be
He's Cuban, but
yeah, Black
why I said
and
that.
white, if we want to be technical about it.
Right.
Kiss. If we want to be
Um.
that far. But real quick, no, don't pull away from that. I know, we're gonna get there. Just don't pull out. All right. I like it too much.
Don't pull out. I like it too much.
But we also have the next manned space launch happening. I think probably within like days of this podcast going up on. We're gonna have going back to the moon actually.
Yes.
So we're gonna also have that, which
I
I think
mean,
I hope they stream it somewhere where I can watch.
right. I mean, we haven't been to the moon in forever.
Like yeah, it's the 60s or 70s we haven't been.
It's
back.
been a minute.
I mean, there was
Depending
this
on who
space
you
race to
ask.
get to the moon, and then we were like, "All right, we got here. Fuck you." It's like, but what's up
Depending
there?
on
I don't
who,
know.
depending on who you ask, we've never been. And
Lol.
I'm just like, look, if that's true, Russia would have outed it long ago.
Well, no, nobody argues that we didn't go to the moon ever. It's just that we didn't go in 1969, is what
Right.
people
Well,
argue.
It's kind of like, did you ever see the South Park episode when they built the ladder to heaven? And it was like this big race, like America versus
Yes.
China, and then China did like a fake newscast. Oh, we made it to heaven! Oh, and it's like, oh, okay. So it was kind of that, but America to the
So
moon.
I just had to look this up. Actually, we haven't been back to the moon in 1972 was the
Yep.
last time we went to the moon. It was Apollo 17. Like,
Right, you'd think with us pushing the limits to like Jupiter and beyond and finding these other spiral galaxies that we'd be like, well, there's the moon, It's like, technically speaking, it's right there.
I have encountered too many people who, in earnest, argue that the moon is fake.
that's
We never went. No, we never went, and the Earth is flat. In the same argument,
Maybe that's why they're not going to the
earnestly.
moon. They don't want to prove or disprove whether or not the Earth is flat.
That's what I literally
Look,
I heard
no
that on TikTok
Earth's not
today.
real, at least.
That there are people that deny not the moon landing, they deny the moon. Period. Like no, we were at the
It doesn't make sense. Why would
Museum
it just be hanging there?
We went to the Museum of Natural History this weekend, and my kiddos, of course, are like, "Mom, how did the moon get formed?" And I was like, "An explosion, probably." And I looked at Dress Black, so I'm like, why is the moon? And of course, he launches into like a letter perfect explanation of why the moon is. And I'm just like, see, this is why we keep you around, because you can answer these questions. I don't know the answer.
And it's not like you need to know how, you just know that it's there. The average person doesn't have to know, but sometimes it's nice to know.
True.
No, but when a 7-year-old goes, "Mom, why is the moon?" And I'm like, fuck, I need an answer. Why is the moon?
Yeah.
Well, you see, God.
Actually, they don't talk about God much about the moon.
And there we go.
But there was a moment there where I was curious if you were going to say Gandhi or not, just to throw things off. Gandhi.
See, I've already edited my answer for the Catholic listeners.
And yeah, sure, whatever. But it's nice. I like all the science stuff. I am also just for Dress Blacks, I am watching Orville now. I am now catching up, and I just got to an amazing part where literally the actor that does Dr. Phlox and the other doctor from Voyager in the exact same episode. I was like nerding out so hard on that episode. I was like, oh my god, they're in the exact same episode.
You probably would know what you're talking about. I don't know the Orville actors that well.
That's okay. Well, there are Star Trek actors in Orville.
I'm surprised it's on Disney Plus.
It is all 3 seasons are on Disney Plus. I don't know how many seasons there are exactly.
Orville?
Yeah.
Yes.
All 3 seasons.
I did not
so
know
far.
that the Orville is on Disney Plus.
It only happened about a week
development.
ago.
I was cruising through Disney Plus seeing if I wanted to watch anything, and that popped up. And I
We've
was like,
seen the first 2 seasons. The 3rd season, they went, that was when they were bought out by a different network. And so the 3rd season has really gone a lot more like almost every episode is almost like a movie in and of itself. They're much longer and the production value is much higher. But Titmouse and I have kind of talked about it too. They kind of got away, like they really went hard on sci-fi and kind of let the humor fall by the wayside, which was really what made the Orville special as opposed to just another sci-fi show.
I guess
not
I
bad
I
in the
like
3rd
the
season.
subtle humor is actually really heavy in
Yeah.
that show. If you've watched Star Trek or Star Wars or anything, like there's just like reference after reference if you pay attention or know them, I
Yeah.
should say. It's much more enjoyable that way. And I like that it's not in your face comedy.
Mhm.
Like when I'm thinking like Family Guy or something else. But no, I'm liking it so far, and I'm sad that I slept on it for so long. But now I can
Yeah,
catch
it's
up.
good.
I'm gonna hard left into fantasy.
Oh.
Still Disney. Have you guys seen the new Gargoyles toys that they've put out? These
No.
yeah. Oh yes. Fantastic, like high detail collector edition posable figures. And I'm like, I'm sorry. You're Disney. You don't put out a toy like that unless you're testing the water to bring back gargoyles.
which
Maybe
be
even
interesting.
given well,
I mean,
maybe
Jonathan
given
Frakes is still around. We can still see some
well,
more.
and
Was
they've
he?
got
Did he do a voice for that?
He was the main bad guy, Xanatos.
I never watched Gargoyles really.
I wasn't very interested
I
in
didn't
it.
have Disney growing up. I didn't have cable.
You didn't watch the Gargoyles, but you knew about the Mighty Ducks?
The Mighty Ducks
That's
was on
actually a very
Disney's.
good point.
No, fuck off. Disney's one Saturday morning used to play the Mighty Ducks. It was like the first thing that played on Disney's
He
one
used to
Saturday
play
morning.
Gargoyles too.
I don't know. Maybe that might be an age difference thing. Like I know we're not that much older than you're not that much older than me, but those 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, 3 years, 4 years. Fuck, wait, how old did you just turn?
3 years.
3 years. 3 years is a big difference depending on what age you're at.
Yeah.
4 versus 7. One of us is watching Gargoyles. One of us is watching Barney.
Fair.
Yeah.
Speaking of cartoons for just a half second, though, can I just go ahead and say fuck HBO?
Yeah, fuck HBO. Fuck you for taking Sesame Street off the air.
Well,
bitch.
not only getting rid of episodes of Sesame Street, which is awful, but from its recent acquisitions, I believe of some of Warner Media's licenses and stuff like that. Some cartoons, such as Infinity Train, just to name one specifically, among others, which I cannot think of off the top of my head, basically got tossed into a volcano and have become a giant tax write-off. And
there's
every
a bunch of
shred
Cartoon
of
Network shows
evidence of them have been erased from the internet. So if you don't have it pirated, fucking find it now before it's gone forever.
Yeah. I saw that and I forget who it was, but it was somebody that was a creator on a Cartoon Network show. Literally had posted a tweet that was just like, "It's all gone."
Yeah,
that's all
they were like,
years and years
I
and
have
years
my copies or whatever, that I could watch, but I didn't make it for me. I made it for my children, and they're never going to see it.
Yeah,
and that's just completely heartbreaking.
Yes.
Speaking of heartbreaking, though, you know what
grinds your
really
gears.
just shouts pro-life, the fact that we care about the youngins and everything about that, because Missouri is the most pro-life state in the country, and they're really driving that point home by bringing back corporal punishment in schools, so now the teachers can beat your children for you.
Is that really happening?
That is 100% correct. Missouri School District revives paddling to discipline students. So if
no fucking way, they can't do that.
I highly recommend that you pull your kids out of the Cassville R-4 school district, which is about an
No
hour
fucking way.
from Branson and 15 miles from the Arkansas border.
Are you shitting me?
No, I
Is this
will
is this
say
just the one
literally.
school?
Well, it's that whole district. Here you go. I'm
I
gonna
gotta
put it.
hang on. I gotta
put
yell.
this-
I gotta
There
let
you
me
go.
try to not shove my butt in the.
She's all good.
Hey, can I borrow you?
While
a
she's
second?
gone,
Quick positive
Yes.
on HBO. The new Game of Thrones prequel stuff's actually doing pretty good. I liked it a lot.
I
Okay.
don't know if I
Hang
can
on.
give him a pass for that though.
I'm
That's
gonna,
fine
I'm gonna
for you.
put
I'll
these
enjoy
on the
it.
head.
Okay.
So apparently, there's a school district in Missouri that brought back corporal punishment. You can get paddled. That's like a whole new generation of people with a BDSM kink.
Mm-mm.
Here's
Are you
the thing.
kidding me? Hot for
As-
teacher?
As far as spanking a child in general, I don't care one way or the other. I don't want to say I'm apathetic about it, but it's like, look, what you do behind, closed doors in your own home, if it's a small smack on the bottom to be like, hey, you're acting up or whatever, I don't care as long as you're not like beating the child, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion though. But to have a complete stranger effectively bust out a wooden paddle or a ruler or whatever and just whap, that's not okay.
I agree. But did any of you grow up with having a piece of paper at your school signed by your parents saying that they could beat your ass?
No, but here again, this is what they're doing here in Missouri, though. I believe that
Well, it's
they
Missouri.
do need.
It's a bunch of fucking hicks. That's where some of my family members are. Some of the trashiest fucking people I know.
The thing is, they have the audacity to claim, "Oh, some parents have actually thanked us and shook our hands." It's like, no, they.
Yes, the ones that will quote, "Spare the rod, spoil the child" at you. Yeah, the ones that
I
are
guarantee
quite possibly abusing the children at home anyways.
Yeah. Parents were
I
handed
guarantee
forms to
you some
specify
parents
whether
did.
they authorized the school to use a paddle on their child. Well, it's still fucked up.
I'm just gonna have to say I'm liking the energy of this episode. Loving it.
I mean, there's
I mean,
a lot.
I apologize to anybody out there who listens to this that's from Missouri and isn't white trash, but
We know
Yeah.
you're
I live
there.
in Missouri.
You're
I mean,
you're,
unfortunately,
you're definitely in the minority.
sometimes we got it literally. Sometimes we calls them as we sees them.
Mm.
We don't
no,
mean
on that-
offense.
But no, on that waiver you mentioned, it's funny that you had one as well, because it actually, my dad was surprised that he had to do that in the first place. Because you have to remember, he's from old school Russia. He's like, they don't just do that?
It's like put beat in mouth. Now you will be beat.
Actually, there's another question. Who got soap in their mouth for cursing as a kid?
I think it's happened to me
I
once.
have to admit, I saw that on A Christmas Story,
Yes.
and I always wondered. And so
You were like the
when I
mom.
was
It's just like,
Did you lick the soap?
His mom was nice. She like rubbed soap on a piece of plastic.
mm,
That wasn't. I'm talking about having a fucking bar of soap shoved in your mouth.
I did put a bar of soap in my mouth once to punish myself because I wanted to know what it tasted like. And so-
Generational differences, definitely here.
Yeah, I also went to a private Christian school for middle
I
school.
did.
You would never
Oh,
guess. I
that
know, but-
explains a lot.
You see, anybody that's been raised in Catholic schools, Christian private schools, or anything like that, I think end up coming out the most open-minded about everything somehow. And it's just like,
It's an extreme of one or the other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I went to an
Oh,
Assemblies of God Christian school for middle school. When I first started going there, there was a whopping 148 students at the entire school, K through 8.
Wow.
oh, you were K through 8. I was only K through 6.
Well, by the time I left, it was pre-K through 12, and I think there was about like 350 students.
Oh wow.
My graduating class was 208, and it was one of the largest classes that our school had seen in quite a few years.
Yeah, we were pretty close to that number too.
It's also a small town.
Just a small town girl.
Not that small. Ouch.
Okay. Was that all you need me for?
Yeah, I
Am
just
good?
can't believe they're letting us beat kids now.
Oh,
Thank you for joining
I'm
us.
surprised
Dress
it ever went
Black.
away in Missouri, to be completely honest.
You can be
I'm bringing back for this time to talk about
the
dicks.
Chipettes.
I think your whole ass was also just on frame.
I'll double
Special
check.
guest, Dress Blacks as the Chipettes.
There you go.
Um,
You want to hear about my game?
yeah, tell us about
Can
games.
can I bring
Oh,
up
yes,
one
yeah.
more
Go
important
for it.
thing first?
Absolutely.
Actually, no. I have another thing for TV, but go for it.
I don't know if any of the rest of you are following this, because it's not the concern, but
I don't read the news, so probably not.
Student loan forgiveness, guys.
Oh, yeah, that's everywhere.
Kind of important, right?
Kind of important.
So the disgusting part about this is I looked this up today, right? First of all, I had to Google how do I tell if I received a Pell Grant or not, right? So many people are Googling this and like checking the student aid website that it's completely crashed the website. It took me probably 7.5 minutes to actually be able to log in.
Mama
I didn't.
Sensei and I were talking about the student forgiveness because it affects Sister Sensei.
Mm-hmm. So it is up to $10,000 if you did not receive a Pell Grant and you are under $125,000 for a single person or $250,000 as head of a household. So I did receive a Pell Grant, and I definitely do not make $125K. So I looked this up. Even with $20,000 of student loan forgiveness, and I went to a public university, right? Like I went to a state school. I still will owe almost $22,000.
But it's not $42,000.
It's not $42,000, and if I just keep working at University of Fighting Big Heads or whatever the fuck it was,
that's right.
North
Dakota, go Big Heads.
Yeah. So if I keep doing that for 10 years, because they reduced it to 10 years instead of 20 years now, so if I just keep working here for 10 more years, they'll forgive it.
Yeah, we were talking about Sister Sensei because she's put in like 5 years at one of her jobs toward this goal, and then she's going to get $10K forgiveness because she did not receive a Pell Grant. Because at the time, Mom Sensei and Dad Sensei were both working, I believe. No, Dad Sensei would have had to have been retired, but I think he was making enough off of retirement disability, that we were just over. So we could
Isn't
not.
that about a bitch? How that works out?
Right?
One thing from that is that's great, awesome, glad that that's happening. Part that I'm not liking in all this is the stupid whiners. It's like, I'm sorry, I paid off my student loans before this happened. Oh, or I don't have any. I don't have any student loans. What do I get?
Good.
Too bad.
How great for you.
Exactly.
You probably have a fantastic job and a silver spoon in your mouth.
Yeah.
How wonderful that you're privileged enough that you didn't have to take out student loans. How wonderful that you're privileged enough that you were able to pay those back.
Yep.
How shitty of you as a person, and I'm sorry, I'm going on the offensive on this. How shitty are you as a person that you have to look at somebody else who's struggling, right? Who, full disclosure, right? The reason I was late is because I had a nervous fuck breakdown about money. Freaked the fuck out. We're trying to go to the store to buy a clothes rack, and I'm sobbing in the front seat of the car out of nowhere, right? How fucking asshole are you as a person to go, I see this person. Look at them struggling. Look how difficult this must be for them. But fuck them, because what do I get? Fuck you.
Sure.
I hope you stub your toe. I hope you step on a Lego. I hope you scrape both your knees and the palms of your hands. And then I hope you put hand sanitizer on your hands and forget about it.
It's your entire floor of D4s.
I hope you get a paper cut in between your middle and ring finger.
I hope you get a paper cut between your fucking toes. I'm done.
Yeah, this all happened. I personally don't have any student loans, but I didn't even think about that. I was like, Okay. Cool.
Oh,
Awesome.
great.
They're getting $10,000
Yeah.
possible off of their student loans. Cool.
It was like good for
It
them.
wasn't
all right.
about me. I was like, no. And I heard a
Speaking,
lot of this when I worked for Bank of America for a little bit. There was a lot of people getting the money back due to a lawsuit, and then just you get all the people. Why aren't I getting anything? It's like because you
did you
didn't
opt
get it.
into the class action lawsuit?
Yeah.
12.
didn't-
What were you saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
no.
was going to say in all of this, I'm amazed that the conversation isn't more about why are fees for that so goddamn high?
Right.
Like
Oh,
why?
it always is.
That's the thing about America. We literally gatekeep everything behind a paywall. You want to be smarter? Pay more money. You want to be healed? Pay more money.
Yeah. Take care of those
Thankfully.
luxury bones.
Thankfully, that a lot of the learning has been freed up due to our public YouTube and
Mhm.
everything else. But
No.
yes, 100%. If you want the certificate, pay more money.
Speaking of money, just real quick though, it may be, I don't know if it's true or not, but I keep seeing it pop up, and I'm very cautious about things that I see pop up randomly. Supposedly there's a good driver stimulus or something like that, supposedly. Like if you've never gotten a DUI or anything like that, then you
I'd like
might be
that.
entitled to something. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. It may be a scam, but if you're willing to go ahead and open up a incognito window and check out, the good driver stimulus, maybe do some research,
Huh.
who knows?
Let's hope it is real. That'd be nice. But let's steer it on back to
So
Disney for a second.
this is actually, so there's an article about this from December of
About
2021. $400 refunds are coming to millions of drivers. How to get a car insurance stimulus check.
car insurance, though, is that one,
Mhm.
supposedly. Speaking of which, I saw a very clickbait article the other day that was like, hey, drivers in the United States are basically getting $100 stimulus. I was like, I love this because prices have gone down approximately $100 a month for the average person buying gas. It's like, that's not a stimulus. That's just costs going down, you stupid fuck.
Yep.
I drive 70 miles round trip every day. Like it
For now.
sucks. For now.
Yep. So
I drive 0 round trip, but that's because I'm a loser.
Back to Disney. Sorry,
back
switch.
to Disney for a second. I'm assuming everyone has not watched it, so I will not
No.
say anything because I
We have
guess
not.
I don't know. But She-Hulk
I
is
don't know
amazing
if I'm
so far.
going to.
I haven't
haven't
gotten
watched
to
She-Hulk.
watch She-Hulk yet. I
Ooh,
forgot.
you should definitely watch She-Hulk.
Should
Really,
I?
you should.
Okay.
It's on
And-
my
All I
list.
can say is Clerks.
Oh, Clerks 3. Yeah, interesting.
Clerks 3.
It's the Clerks sequel that makes the first Clerks movie, basically.
Huh. I'll have
Like
to
that's
watch
the
that.
plot.
Interesting.
There's a
Yes.
She-Hulk connection there, but I can't say any more than that.
Yeah.
Because
We'll
the
have to
actor.
watch it. We've been working through Stranger Things season 4.
Ooh, I still
Um,
need to watch that. I'm
Yep.
bad.
And with and since we missed it, besides all the negative from HBO right now, the new prequel to Game of Thrones is actually very good. From
That's
what
also
I have
on our
watched.
list too.
Dragons, I believe
Yep.
it's called, or House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragons, yeah. It's the not Daenerys, it's why can't I think of their name?
Oh,
The Targaryens?
The Targaryens is
Yeah.
like when they are in power. I'm liking it so far. The first episode was like a good start. It's better than the last 2 seasons of Game
Well,
of
at
Thrones.
least they could kind of do whatever they want with it and not make it suck at the very end because they're not tied to the books this time, so to speak. But I
Real
guess
quick.
when they went off on their own is kind of where they sucked.
Yes.
So
Real quick, everybody's Game of Thrones house.
Oh, I don't know mine. Probably the
I
bear.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
Fair
never
enough,
watched
Stark.
the series. It's not for me.
Every test, every time, Stark.
Oh,
I
we'll
have
to
never
find that
taken
out.
the test. Jon Snow is my favorite though.
Jon Snow.
8 inches of snow.
She's pretty. Sorry, guys. She's pretty. I don't know what else to tell you. I like him, and I can't think of her name. Captain
Arya.
Phasma is the only thing coming
yes.
to my head. Gwendolyn
Yes,
Christie.
Phasma?
Fuck. What is Gwendolyn Christie's character's name?
Moses.
It's not Moses.
Oh,
Is
no.
No, it's not.
Dicked though. I was so mad about her and Jamie. Fuck Jamie Lannister. Fuck him so hard. What a dick.
Oh wait, Phasma.
Eh?
No, I'm thinking of the other person. I'm stupid. Me dumb.
Jamie Lannister is very chaotic. Just,
Me dumb.
but
Fucking
I don't consider him
Gwendolyn
evil.
Christie. Who did she play? God damn it. Give me a minute. I gotta Google it.
The Handmaiden or whatever.
She
No.
was like a
There are people in our audience right now who are like yelling at.
I'm gonna ram my head through a windshield. Like in
Number
2
one,
seconds.
they're yelling, Merlin, you stupid, ignorant fuck. Why haven't you seen the series? And then they're yelling, God damn it, Lou, it's blah, blah, blah.
Merlin, it's okay
Gwendolyn
if you haven't seen
Christie,
it. But
Game of Thrones. What the fuck is her name?
get it in. I got some
We're going to
TMNT
video games.
news.
Brienne.
Brienne.
Brienne of Tarth.
Of course.
Thank you.
All right.
She's gorgeous. I would climb her like a tree.
Mm-hmm.
She's very tall.
I'm very sad that they wrote out her character so blatantly in Star Wars with Phasma, but
Yeah.
I will survive with her book. Her book really makes her character. Anyway, game that's coming out that all of you should be happy for, unless you are a elitist, and I can feel it from Merlin already. The TMNT, the Cowabunga collection is coming out on Steam
Hell yeah.
on the
Why
30th.
would I be an elitist? That sounds amazing.
Because it's on a kind of different console of sorts versus the original ports.
Oh no. You see, I would never try and gatekeep good video games behind something absolutely ridiculous like another launcher that may or may not be epic. So, like, absolutely go out, get the Cowabunga collection. Hell, go ahead, buy it for Switch. If you have a 3D printer, go ahead and see if you can find one of those arcade style Switch holders and kind of play it like old school. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The games that are included in it are the original arcade version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, Turtles for the Nintendo, the arcade
Right.
game for the Nintendo. So there's the two
So
different
yeah,
versions.
there's Turtles in Time and Turtles in Time. That's the SNES version. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then they have the arcade game, Turtles Time, or not Turtles Time, but TMNT 2 and 3, the game in the Nintendo, and the Tournament Fighter, and Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo. As usual, Tournament Fighters for Super Nintendo.
I believe
the
also
Hyperzone
the Manhattan
Heist.
Project. Oh, and the Hyperstone Heist. Yes.
Hyperstone Heist, Tournament
Good
Fighters
game.
for Sega Genesis. All of the Foot Clan for Game
That's
Boy.
for Game Boy. Yes.
And Back from the Sewers for Game Boy, and then also Radical Rescue for Game Boy. And then they're gonna have also some online titles for it as well, where I guess you're gonna be able to friends, which is the original arcades.
To the fuck, yeah.
Turtles and Times and Heist and Tournament Fighters. Which
I want it.
That
I
is
want to get it. I want to get it for Switch. I want to play it.
Yeah, this is why I was like, we only need to talk about this one game because there's like 10 games in one package here.
It's a fantastic collection. I think it's only $35, maybe $40.
They haven't announced it on Steam just yet, but probably around the same expense. The other game that gets a nice honorable mention, two, is The Last of Us Part 1 remake coming for the PlayStation 5. And where is it? Destroy All Humans 2 also coming out.
Yes.
Where you can play an alien. But yeah, that is the games that I feel like highlighting this week.
Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and talk about Pokemon Unite really quickly. I promise. Starting September 2nd is going to be the next first anniversary event schedule, Volume 3, as they're listing it. Mew is joining the party, and you can go ahead and either buy Mew or you can go ahead and play Mew's Mural Challenge to unlock it as a playable character. They're also introducing a new arena, the Thea Sky Ruins, in which you will be taking on Rayquaza as the main mob that shows up at the center. You know, it's the dragon, the worm, whatever you want to call it, League of Legends style. It's the new Zapdos basically for this particular one, as well as a couple of other different mobs that you can go ahead and take out. After that, on September 14th, Dodrio joins the fight, which is very surprising considering that they chose that particular Pokemon, and also introducing it as the first speedster to be released since Zoroark at the very beginning of the game's inception. So Dodrio, weird. I don't know anybody particular that's like, oh yeah, Dodrio's my favorite Pokemon, but it's like, okay, whatever. And then lastly, being released September 28th, Scizor, the evolution of Scyther, that big metal red boy that just likes to go clamp, clamp, clamp. In addition to all of these events, there is going to be a Legacy Trainer Showdown. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be a one-player mode in which you will take on some iconic trainers from the Pokemon genre. Yeah, and that's all I've got to say about that. Looks
Buddy and
interesting.
I just finished up paying for our Scarlet and Violet,
Oh,
and we will
nice.
be most likely streaming that day one.
I would
So
say I might join you. That's
I hope
December.
so. November.
November. I thought it was
November.
December.
Nope. November.
How dar. Does anybody have anything else, or am I launching into the geeky?
Dreamlight Valley is coming soon.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Disney game. It's going to be amazing. Dreamlight Valley is September 6th, which I know I don't think that applies to us yet, but I'm fucking jazzed for it.
That's fine. One game I do want to highlight is Moonbreakers as well. That is coming out September as well. Literally, it's a RTS, or I'm sorry, it's a turn-based strategy where you have little figures and everything looks like you're playing on a big board and everything. The cool little gimmick about it is that you get to actually paint the figures how you want. So yeah, I was like, that's gonna be fun. I wanna paint them and get them all set up my way.
Cute.
Yeah. All right, that's all.
Okay, let us go ahead and jump into the Geeky Weeky, starting with Sunday, August 28th. Does anybody remember what my sneaky peeky was? I can't remember at all.
Stitch.
So anyway,
Nobody else see Thor? Did nobody else see Thor?
Oh yeah, I did. I didn't like it that much. It was good.
I thought maybe this was your attempt out of Geeky Weeky.
I don't know.
No, it's the Screaming Goats. I just was being obnoxious.
Sure. Sunday, August 28th is Crackers Over the Keyboard Day, but you probably shouldn't eat crackers over the keyboard, even though they're kind of saying eat crackers over the keyboard, but honestly, don't eat crackers over the keyboard. It's also, that's what it was. It was National Bow Tie Day because bow ties are cool. It's also National Cherry Turnover Day, National Power Rangers Day. Whoa! National Red Wine Day, Race Your Mouse Around the Icons Day. We're talking about your computer mouse. Rainbow Bridge Remembrance Day for all the pets that we've lost. Social Justice Sunday and World Alternative Games Day.
My brain went to Rainbow Road.
There's a road, it's called a Rainbow Road. Monday, August 29th, Hoyle Day. Hoyle still being one of the major creators of just about every playing card game you can think of. They have a rule for everything, pretty much. It is also founding anniversary of the Senate. Do your fucking job, Senate, you assholes. Individual Rights Days. That's conflict right there. Founding of the Senate and Individual Rights Day. You guys are fucking up. International Day Against Nuclear Tests. Literacy and Numeracy Week. More Herbs, Less Salt Day. National Chop Suey Day. I'm talking about the food, not. National Lemon Juice Day, National Sports Day, and National Uprising Day. I know what it sounds like. It's not what it sounds like. It is actually a holiday for the Slovak nation. So Czechoslovakia, etc., etc. It's when they rose up for social democracy against the Nazis. Moving on. Oops, not that month yet. Tuesday, August 30th, Frankenstein Day, because we celebrate Marie Shelley's book, Frankenstein.
Mary. It's Mary Shelley, not Marie.
You're right. International Cabernet Sauvignon Day, International Whale Shark Day, National Beach Day, National Toasted Marshmallow Day, and Victory Day, specifically Victory Day for Turkey. Yes! Victory Day for Turkey. All right, I got that flag right. Go me. Wednesday, August 31st is Eat Outside Day, as well as Van Morrison's birthday. I love Van Morrison's song Domino. Ooh, Domino. It's a good song. International Overdose Awareness Day, Love Litigating Lawyers Day, National Dan Day. So say hello to your favorite guy named Dan. Maybe even Danny Sexbang of Game Grumps fame and Ninja Sex Party fame. It's also National Diatomaceous Earth Day. Diatomaceous?
Yes, and great for getting rid of bugs.
Yes, I had to use it before one time in a previous domicile because work gave me bed bugs. It's great working at a hotel
I don't even
sometimes.
want to hear the B word. Thank you.
It's also National Matchmaker Day. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find. Catch me a catch. Yes. It's also National Trail Mix Day, National Zoo Awareness Day, and We Love Memoirs Day. Let's go ahead and jump straight into September with Thursday, September 1st. It's Building and Code Staff Appreciation Day, Cherry Popover Day, which is different from a turnover, Ginger Cat Appreciation Day, International Cabernet Day, Cabernet in general, National Acne Positivity Day. It's okay. It means you're growing up. Everybody goes through changes. Perfectly
It does
acceptable.
not just mean you're growing up. I'm 33 and I still have hormonal acne.
That's because you're still growing up.
Thanks.
Accutane was a savior. Continuing on.
It's also American Chess Day, National No Rhyme Nor Reason Day, National Tofu Day, Pink Cadillac Day, World Letter Writing Day, and Blood Cancer Awareness Month begins. I forgot there's going to be a lot of these because it's a new month. I'm going to go ahead and go through them real quickly. Better Breakfast Month, Bare Necessities Month, Bourbon Heritage Month, Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, Civil Service Month, Classical Music Month, Disaster Preparedness Month, Festival of Learning, Have a Go Month, Footy Colors Day, Gynecological Cancer Awareness Month, Happy Cat Month, Healthy Aging Month, Intergeneration Month, Irish Heart Month, Leukemia and Lymphoma Awareness Month, Liptember, National Atrial Fibrillation Awareness Month, National Chicken Month, we're talking about the animals, National Childhood Obesity Awareness Month, National Cholesterol Education Month, National Food Safety Education Month, National Guide Dog Month, National Honey Month, National ITP Awareness Month, National Organic
Remember when we had a conversation about picking a couple, not just going fast, and you ignored me and just kept going?
National Peripheral Artery Disease Awareness Month, National Pet Insurance Month, National Preparedness Month, National Recovery Month, National Save a Tiger Month, National Service Dog Month, National Sickle Cell Awareness Month, National Suicide Prevention Month. That's an important one. Okay.
Man, I rolled a
National Velociraptor Awareness Month, National Yoga Awareness Month, Newborn Screening Awareness Month, Oddfellows Friendship Month, Organic September, Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, Pain Awareness Month, Pet Center Education Month, and World Candle Month.
Here, let me lube that up for
Friday,
you.
September 2nd. is Bring Your
It's
Manners
my
to Work
dad's
Day
birthday.
on the 2nd.
He's 70. Yes.
And mine on the
I
7th.
also got a 1.
Oh no.
Calendar Adjustment Day, National Blueberry Popsicle Day, National
These aren't
Chianti
my
Day,
dice.
National Food Bank Day, National Lazy Moms Day, Pierce Your Ears Day, and World Coconut Day. You can eat them or use them to pretend that you're riding a horse.
It'll actually be my birthday on the 7th
I
of
had a
September.
6. Not much better.
Oh
That's
man.
too soon, though. We're not going to hit the 7th yet.
Whoops.
Oh no.
Saturday, September 3rd, Franchise Appreciation Day, International Bacon Day,
My God.
National Doodle Day, National Hummingbird Day, National Skyscraper Day, National
Jesus fuck, we're
Stephen
still
Day,
going.
specifically spelled Stephen. Sorry, Steven, Stevens, it's not your day. National Tailgating Day, we're talking about going to a sports event and like having a barbecue tailgating, not riding somebody's ass, you son of a bitch.
Sorry, furries.
Turkey Vulture Day and World Beard Day.
Okay.
Sundays, September. Oh no, wait. That's the week. Holy shit. Your sneaky peeky at
Thank
next week's
fuck.
Geeky Weeky. For September 4th, which is Sunday, eat an extra dessert day. Because life needs a little sweetness now and then.
Okay.
Can I be naughty now?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you all for listening to the.
You don't get an opinion anymore because you ignored everything that we asked you to do. So
You listened. I have skipped
Better.
so
Nope.
many days that were listed.
yeah, and it still took 4 fucking ever. See
The
how that went?
first of the month always has
So
like
at
a
any rate.
million days.
I want to talk about dicks, guys.
Ooh, dicks.
I would like to talk about dicks. I am not an owner of a dick. Clearly, I have no dick.
You
But
rent
this
one out?
came up. I don't rent one out. I'm
That's
pretty sure
illegal
that's
right now.
prostitution.
Mm.
So I had this
I mean,
conversation.
property share?
I mean, if you're holding
Go
it in
for
your hand, possession is 9/10 of the law. So
Sorry, Moo. I apologize for spurring this. Go for it.
So there's a question that I had that came up earlier today, right? Because a lot of times, and I guess this is really a discussion on realistic versus unrealistic expectations, right? We talk a lot about like, hey, if you watch porn, maybe adjust your expectations, right? And I think when we talk about that, people tend to think about positions or some of the more aggressive type things. But I want to talk about something, I guess, a little more low key than that, something that's a little less dramatic. But like a lot of times when you watch pornography and somebody comes, it's like there's like some force behind it, right? Like but my experience has always just more kind of been a dick that just sort of oozes. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I guess I'm asking for opinions on this, right? Because I haven't dealt with a lot of dicks. I've dealt with a few, but I have not encountered mass numbers of dicks.
Okay. I have some answers on this one. But go ahead.
Okay.
surprisingly enough, I've been known to have a powerful cum.
See,
Great. You're talking over Switch.
No. It's okay. So first off, everyone during porn, they either take a supplement of some sort, or there are some that do an injection to produce that and to get the consistency that you see. Not every male is going to do what porn.
well, and that's pretty obvious, right? Like I fully expect that. I guess I just is it like a is it is it indicative of like are you having more fun if you come harder?
So for me, it is the amount of stimulation it took, or I give myself before climax. So if I delay climax, there will be more of a forceful come at that point,
Okay.
or the amount of time between the time of coming. So if it was like I haven't come in 4 days, yeah, we're gonna have a little bit more. It's gonna be a little bit more
Okay.
projectile. That's for me though, not for everybody.
But we also have to remember that dick physics
Dick
is a
physics.
thing.
Yes.
And dick physics is complex based on the shape of your dick, the sort of stimulation you're receiving, etc., etc. The dick is not like a hose. If you put your thumb on it, it doesn't spray harder. It's honestly a bit more like a severed artery because, like, you squeeze on a dick and it dribbles. You squeeze on an artery and it stops squirting. You get what I'm saying? It's sticky. It's flesh. It's sticky fluids. It's not water. If you expect, and I'm saying this for anybody out there who maybe isn't experienced with dicks or isn't completely sure how they work, they do not work like a hose. If you squeeze a dick while it's coming, it will dribble no matter how hard the guy is coming because it gets compressed and cum is sticky.
Cum is sticky.
You may actually find that if you stimulate yourself aggressively and then let go, you'll actually see this a lot in ruined orgasm videos, that you will actually shoot quite a ways because while you've got the stimulation high, the pressure on your urethra is low. It's complex. 12, sounds like you have something to say.
Well, so I'm watching Moo's reaction to this, and I have to ask, what's the story? Because clearly something happened.
No, believe it or
First
not, we were discussing dick physics in the shower. I tried to explain some of this to Moo, but she seemed uninterested. I'm actually a little surprised that she brought this up because she seemed uninterested despite starting the conversation.
I wasn't uninterested. I just, you had said, you explained the severed artery versus the
And you
hose.
looked at me like I was a fucking alien.
That's because nobody wants to think of severed arteries and dicks.
Yes, thank
Especially
you.
dick owners.
That's also not true. I actually know some people that would be their thing, and I'm grateful that they don't get the choice.
Okay, but I don't want to cut somebody's dick open.
Right. We're not saying you should. I am simply saying that it's a valid anatomical comparison.
I don't disagree.
It's
I don't
also a
disagree at
valid
all.
anatomical comparison.
I was just, I guess, more interested in hearing a wider, right? Because I'll be perfectly honest. I don't tend to let it go and watch it. It tends to be inside me one way or another, or inside somebody else when it's going off. So I'm not watching it. And I know that there are some people that might be able to feel that happening. I usually don't. I can hear like verbal cues from the other person, like that tell me, okay, my partner's coming, or like sometimes there's like a general warmth or sort of change, but it's not like you feel like a squirt gun inside of you, right? And I've never been able to feel that with any partner.
Few people really do.
Right.
Like most people play it up as though they can just for effect. But
right.
Few people really do.
I got myself in the face the other day, actually. Chin and eye. Yeah,
That's not that uncommon, to be completely honest. But
yeah.
I've never seen anybody do it except for porn, which is.
We've actually mentioned part of the supplement stack that they take in porn on the show before. The yes, one of our earlier episodes, the L-arginine and such, because oddly enough, I actually have some of that supplement stack.
Specifically so you can come in your own eye?
No, just come more. My own eye was a complete accident.
The only
He's trying
time...
to fix some pink eye.
Yeah.
No, so you get pink eye.
Yeah. The only time I can remember being told, that I have powerful comes Was from one of my first sexual partners. And we were using condoms at the time, of course, because safe sex is important. So either
It's
A,
not me. He doesn't mean
no,
me.
it was not her. It was either, she was, hyping it up or whatever, or because I was so new to sexual intercourse in general, you know what I mean? Or it could have been because I was wearing the condom and it's easier to tell when the reservoir is doing its thing, you know what I mean?
I'm thinking.
I mean, unless it like blew the condom off, how would she know it was hard? I mean, the cum.
That is a good question.
Just because, I mean, it's a rubber condom, and the little reservoir just goes,
Yeah, that's volume.
Also-
That's volume, not like
pressure.
pressure. Yeah, that's all I was saying. I'm not judging.
Nergasm version of Reservoir Dogs right there.
I
Judging
honestly
your
don't
cum.
know because I've never came on someone. So,
Really?
yeah. Never.
So I'm glad I wasn't the only one with that reaction.
I must remember that Merlin has not had as much experience as everyone else in this room.
Well,
He just strikes me as somebody
even
who
though
really
that's
did, that's
true,
all.
I've
But I'm
had
part
a-
of that
a
experience.
fair-
So really, this is me backtracking to go, did that really not happen?
Nope,
that's
never
usually-
happened.
That's most guys' first experience. In some way. or
No, it
another.
wasn't.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
the thing for me though is hand jobs
Oh,
and
yes,
oral
it was.
stimulation have never gotten me off. And since, it was then vaginal, sex and wearing a condom, there was no point in pulling out. So
I'll have to get my
you
my,
didn't
my
pull
bunny
out the first
measuring
time.
tape out.
no, but you were on birth control, I think, at the time.
Yeah. It's been quite a while, guys. Sorry that I don't
It's
remember
been
this exactly.
15 years, 14
It's been 12
years.
years. 12 years.
1 week since you looked at me.
Yeah, 12 years actually, honestly, round about this time because it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta call her. Yeah, you really didn't do that, huh? I guess it's been a while. Don't bite my ankle. I guess it's been a while
So
since
tasty,
anybody
though.
did that.
You did it to yourself.
It's true. Got to
You
put the
did
fear
this
of
to
God
you.
into you.
Displex, you need to use her as a measuring tape. We need to know how, get some data of how far, you can shoot.
I don't let them pull out.
It's for
I was
science.
gonna say, I have experience of
For
shooting
science.
over my partner and hitting the wall.
Nice. Yeah, it's
yeah,
for science.
That's not been. I know, but I like for science.
You know, if I
No
remember
worries, I'll do
correctly,
some science, too.
Kinsey did experiments back in the 50s where he would have people come into his laboratory and just like went
Hang on
for
a second.
distance.
There's
then measure.
there's a knock at our door.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, we got a sensor.
Hmm?
Marking the
Yeah.
time.
58.
So we don't blow the fuse.
She knows how to turn it off.
No.
But that supplement I mentioned, L-arginine. We actually have one of our earlier episodes. I mentioned it because I have that.
Yeah,
stuff.
I do remember that actually.
I can't remember, but in my younger days, it was either an issue of Playboy or potentially Hustler, in which, I read it for the articles. The article was about
Or the
learning
plot.
the ropes, and I
like
believe they talked
Hustler.
about L-arginine and a couple of other supplements and stuff like that, like horny goat weed, etc., etc.
Watching for the plot.
No, well, it talked about more powerful and longer lasting and huge comes. basically.
Yes, Hustler.
There you go.
Yeah,
Apparently,
don't ask
12
why I know
episodes
that.
in.
Hustler is larger cubs than Playboy.
Well, they
I
were
don't
more
rate it for
porn
the
than
article,
Playboy
but I like
forever, right?
I actually
Well, Playboy's not a
never
thing
watched
anymore.
Playboy. Online.
Is it not?
Online,
No,
not,
It's
not an
only
The
actual
online.
magazine
magazine.
isn't.
Yeah, the print edition.
It's a
is-
lifestyle
They
brand
quit-
now.
They've been doing nude spreads before they gave up on the magazine too, which is
wow.
just alien to me. That's just a weird concept.
Yeah. I mean, that was always kind of the big difference between Playboy and Hustler. Playboy was always like the gentleman's pornography magazine, so to
But
speak.
yeah, they did have
tastefully done, whereas
they did have
Hustler
good
was
interviews and stuff.
Clam shots.
That's Hustler. Not
Yeah.
well, we've talked about Pokemon Unite, we've talked about dick physics, we've talked
Please
about
don't put no. Don't put Pokemon Unite and Dick Physics in the same sentence, please.
Squirtle.
She's gonna get a
Sorry.
whole
Vaporeon would be
thing.
amazing for sex.
I'm gonna blast
Hey,
Blastoise all
wait.
over your Jigglypuffs next time I see you, Moo.
Misty does turn into a Vaporeon at one point.
And we all know that as far as human Pokemon sexual compatibility,
Squirtle's
Vaporeon.
top of the list, probably.
We had this discussion because you wouldn't let me call the episode Vaporeon, and I was really upset about it.
It's true. But thank you all once again for joining us here on this week's episode of the Nerdgasm Podcast, the podcast where, guess what? We do talk about things that are nerdy and things that are naughty. As always, you can go ahead and check us out a couple of different places, but the best place to find us all is on our link tree at linktr.ee/nerdgasm, spelled
N3RDGA5M.
yes, indeed. Wonderful listeners, viewers, hell, I'll even say friends. Please remember, especially the rest of this month and the upcoming one, the rest of the year, next year, into the next century, please be excellent to each other.
Enjoy yourselves and love yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Give yourselves grace. For science.
No worries, I'll
The
be
thing
joining
that
you.
old
with those
storms
signs.
have. The thing that old storms have in common is that they pass.
And lastly, to finish it off, 18 feet 9 inches. This is a farthest cum shot. Stay naughty, everybody.
18 feet? Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes, and 12 feet 4 inches upwards for a vertical shot.
Oh, wow, they got a good arc on that.
Yeah.
Until next time, friends.
I bet you'd feel that one.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye, friends.